everyone, this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore, and today I'm sharing this sweet little gift box. And it could be a treat box. You can use it for whatever you like, but it's adorable. I love the details that are on this, the little scalloped edge, and I made a little flower up here for the top. And I've had a few people ask lately. I did a box. It was a 3x3 box. I did it for 3x3 cards, and it had a flower on it. And the same process I'm going to use on this flower is the same on the larger flower. You just use a larger scallop circle punch. So I'm going to show how to do that because I had some requests to show how to do the little flower, and it's super adorable. This one is so cute because it's small. I'm going to show you a little trick on making these little leaves too. And so this is the box I'm sharing, and I'm going to show you what's inside this box. It is not candy or anything sweet, but I thought it was super cute. And I did put a Velcro on here. You don't have to do it for this box, but because the ribbon does hold it closed. But these are bath bombs, and oh my gosh, they're individually wrapped, but you can smell right through it. And the good thing about these, and they're really nice because I've used them before, but they are from the Dollar Tree, and these are vanilla and coconut, and they had different colors too and different scents, but I love vanilla and coconut are my two favorite scents. And oh my goodness, this one, when I saw this one, I had to have it, and I thought, wouldn't that be cute to make a little box for Mother's Day or someone's birthday, a friend's birthday or something? It would be really, really cute. So that's how this box came about. And it just closes like that, and then you just tie your ribbon around. And I'm just going to slide it back on here really quick. But it's super cute, so I hope you enjoy it. So let's get started. On this one, I'm going to change it up a little bit, and I'm going to use Bermuda Bay. So the piece of this is 9.5 by 10.5. I used the Tranquil Tide on the other one because in this paper, this designer series paper, it has Tranquil Tide. Although it looks like it has a tiny bit in the leaves here of the flower. It seems a little bit like Bermuda Bay, so that's why I chose the Bermuda Bay. So you are going to need the designer series paper. You're going to need 4 of them that are 5 by 1.5. And then you need one piece, and I cut this one at 6 by 1.25, and I'll show you why I cut this a little longer as soon as we get to that part. Alright, so then you'll just need a scrap piece of Whisper White, and then you're going to cut it at, let's see, which one is, oh, this is 1/2 by 2.5. And then the matted piece is 3/4 by 2 5/8. And I'm just going to layer them on top of each other like that. And then you'll need some scrap of the designer series paper for the flower, and some scrap Tranquil Tide for the leaves. Okay, so the designer series paper that I'm using is Share What You Love Designer Series Paper Stack. I showed this in my haul. If you haven't seen my haul, go and take a look at it. I did finally post it on Friday. And so it shows all this, but look at this gorgeous paper. It's foiled on some of these on one side, and it's gorgeous. And I did use this one on a box I made, I believe it was last week. I love it. And so this paper is going to be available May 1st to our customers. There are going to be 3 bundles that are going to be available also. I'll post all of the information on my blog before it goes live on May 1st, so I'll probably post it the day before, and on all the things that you can purchase before. It's going to run May 1st to the 31st. And so you can get your hands on some of the new products before the catalog comes out on June 1st. And as far as the catalog goes, I want to make this clear. If you have made a purchase with me in the last 6 months, you will get a free catalog from me. It will be sent to you through Stampin' Up. And then if you do not have a demonstrator and you would like a catalog, you can contact me, and as soon as I get mine in, which will probably be the end of May before I get mine, and so they'll all go out around the same time, and just leave your name and address in the contact me section on my blog, and I can get one out to you. But I appreciate it if you have your own demonstrator to get it from her, because we do pay for the catalog. Okay, now that's the Designer Series paper, and then I'm going to use this framelit, which came from the Colorful Seasons bundle, and this is the Seasonal Layers Thinlits, and so I believe this bundle is still available until May. Oh no, this is carrying over, so you won't be able to get the bundle, but you'll be able to get the framelits and the stamp set by itself. But if you want the bundle, you have to get it before, I think May 25th is when the stamp sets are guaranteed until. So that is what I'm using for the little scallop. And I think that's it, except for the ribbon, which is the Berry Burst finely woven stitch ribbon that I'm using for this, or finely woven ribbon. Okay, so let's get started scoring this. And you have to be very sure you have the right side on this, because it's 10.5 by 9.5, and so they're very close in measurements. So on the 9.5 inch side, we're going to score it at 1/2, 2.5, 8, and 10. Okay, and then you're going to turn it on the 9.5 side, and you're going to score it at 1.5, 3.5, 5.5, and 7.5. And don't worry about copying the measurements. I always put a project sheet on my blog. If you are new, you can go check out my blog at stampingwithemore.com, and you will see where I list where you can download the project sheet. And I do it with all my projects. Alright, so let's get cutting this. This is the 1.5 inch side right here. So this is going to be our top flat. So we are going to cut these 4 out right here. And the same on this side. And then we're going to cut up each side here to the second score mark, because we have a little score mark at the top here. And then what we're going to do is, with this little piece here, we're cutting that off. And then skip that one, because we want that one on, and then we're going to cut this one. And we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So we're going to cut up each side here. And then we're going to leave the middle one, and we're going to cut these 2 end ½ inches off here. Okay, I am going to trim a little here and on the other side. And then I'm going to cut a little bit from each one of these. So this is what it looks like. So next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and mat it. We're not going to mat this top piece yet, and I'll show you why. So let's go ahead and mat. I'm going to turn it this way because I want the top part, I want the flowers to be looking at me this way. So I want to mat it the flowers going this way. And then, this is my longer piece, so I'm going to set that one aside. On the other ones, they're going to go the opposite way because that is the back of the box. And this is the top and the front. I just think it looks better if you mat it, the flowers going in the same direction on the back and on the front. Or if you have a pattern, think about it before you glue them down. Okay, so we have all those. I'm going to have to bring the big shot up here now. We're going to cut the scallop, and then we're going to cut the scallop on this one. And I'm going to show you why I left it a little bit longer. All right. So here is the big shot. I don't know what I would do without it. I love it so much. I love framelits. And then we are going to set this and make sure this fits this width perfectly. Make sure it doesn't hang off or you can bend your framelit. So I'm going to set that up right at the top edge. And to make sure, I have the magnetic platform on here. But these are really thin, so I'm going to use a little bit of washi tape. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure it's right to the edge and it's straight. And they're all to the edge there. Okay, now I'm ready to run it through. And I'm just running the top through. You don't have to run the whole thing through. And then we'll have our little scalloped edge. Just like that. Isn't that cute? I love this scallop because it's really big. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in my little matting piece. I'm going to set this on the bottom. This is the way it's going to go. I'm going to go ahead and use the washi too on this. Make sure it's straight. And now we're going to run that through and get our little scalloped edge. And we'll be ready to mat this piece. Now I'll show you why. Because the first time I did it, I learned a lesson. I cut it the same length, and then I was not able to match up the little scallops. So this way, I can match up the scallops. I'm going to go ahead and adhere it down, and then I'll just cut the excess off. So you can, and I want, the reason I did this is I want this little Bermuda Bay to hang, a little bit to hang down there. So then I'm just going to turn it over and I'm just going to clip off the excess. The first time I did it, I cut it the same length and then I didn't get it matched up perfectly. So it didn't look right. Okay, so there we have the front matted. If you like it to be shorter, the first one I did, I cut it a little bit shorter on the ends here. So you can do that way too. This one I'm going to leave all the way to the edge because I like it that way. And now we're ready to put it together. And I'm going to grab my bone folder real quick. It's under all this other stuff, and sharpen all these score marks. I have fast fuse still. It's going to be retired, but I still have some, so I'm going to use it while I have it. I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive first on these little, and we're going to bring it up and line these up here. Do the same on this side. And then we're going to put adhesive on both sides here. And try to put it closer to the top where your little flap is so that your flap will fold over. Good. Oh, got that one off. Okay. So see the little flaps that hold the top open? And then you just fold this over, and now is the time to put on, I got these little Velcro dots at Walmart. So you can get them at Walmart. I'm going to see if I can get it on without fooling with it. The last one, I had a hard time getting it to stay on, to fold it on. The best way to do it is to line them up, but this doesn't always work. Sometimes you have to mark it. So, let's see if I can get it. If you don't have room to stick your finger in there and like really, really close it, it doesn't want to. I think I'm going to have to mark it. I had to do it last time, but I thought maybe this time I would be able to get it to stay, but it won't. So I'm just going to eyeball it, mark where I need to put the other side. And then if you have room like on a box to put your fingers through it, it works. But see, there we go. That's what I had to do last time, so I thought maybe I'd get lucky, but no, I didn't. Alright, so now we are ready to put our ribbon on, and I'm going to show you another thing. Hopefully it's going to work for me this time. I saw someone tie a ribbon this way, and it worked for me on the last couple boxes that I made. So let's see if I can show you. So they created a loop and then created another loop, and then what they did, they were even, but then what they did was twisted them around each other and then brought one loop, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, and tied it like that. This is, you save ribbon because you can do it on the thing, and it really, really makes a really nice bow. I don't know if you can see, but, and I don't know how I got to, here, let me try it again. I really, really wanted to show you how to do this because it really was neat. So then they made another loop, crossed them over, and then brought one inside the other and pulled this. There we go. And it really makes a really cute bow. A really nice bow, but look at that. And I'm proud of myself because I'm not a very good bow maker. And when I saw that, I thought, heck, I'm going to try it. And it worked for me, so. And I thought the bow came out really cute. So that is it. Let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment. And the sentiment is coming from Big on Birthdays. It just says, it's your day, and this can be used for anything. So I thought this was a good set for that. So since it's photopolymer, it makes it easier to stamp on this little piece. I'm going to again use the Berry Burst ink. And I hope my battery doesn't wear out because I see now it is flashing. So hopefully it's not going to give out on me before I finish this video. And then we're going to adhere this to our matted piece. I'm going to use a dimensional, not a dimensional, but a glue dot. to stick it on, and I'm sticking it on just underneath the ribbon. Just like that, and then we're ready to make our flower. Now to make the flower, you need a piece, or for this one you're going to need a punch. This is the 7/8 inch scallop punch. You are going to need some of the scrap from the other side I'm using for my flower. So you need to punch 3. And then what you're going to do is I'm going to bring my little mat up here because I don't want to get my surface wet. I'm using some just water, and this has a little alcohol. You could just use straight water. It doesn't matter for this. The alcohol just helps it to dry a little bit faster. You're going to really spray these, wet them down. And this is how I did the larger ones. So just use a larger scallop. Then you're just going to crinkle them up. I'm going to go ahead and move my mat out of the way. And you're going to have 3 little pieces here. These are going to be our flower. So the first one I usually leave open, quite a bit for the base. The second one I'll scrunch it up a little bit more. And then this little one I usually scrunch it up pretty good. Now you have to let these dry thoroughly because they will not glue together if they're not dried completely. So by the magic of video, I already did 3 of them. Once again, I'm going to use some glue dots to hold it together. So you're going to put, this is our center one, and you can still manipulate the little leaves. These are super sticky. And then the center one goes on, and then the very center one goes here. And I usually just fool with it until it gets to look like you want. And you can just keep playing with it until you get it to look like you want it. It's super cute. Now here's another trick. I'm using the Blossom Builder Punch and the 1 3/8 scallop punch. So I'm just going to punch a little scallop. You can use any size scallop punch as long as it's big enough to grasp it. Now I just want this little leaf here, but I want it to have a little frilly edge on it. So just stick your piece in there, and look at the cute little edging it puts on that. So you can make about 4 of them with this one little scallop, and we're going to put some glue dots on these as well. It makes a really cute little flower. So you can make them for the bigger flowers too. Just use a bigger scallop and a bigger leaf for that. So we're going to add these underneath. And look what a cute little flower that makes. So adorable. Whoops. Alright, now I'm going to add glue dots to the bottom. And we're going to adhere it to our box. I'm going to put a couple. And we're going to just set it right there on our box. And it's super cute. I really like the Bermuda Bay too on the box. It came out really cute. Alright, here's the other one. So here is the Tranquil Tide Bermuda Bay. Which one do you like better? Let me know. And also, if you need any supplies, you can go to my blog at stampingwithamore.com and shop from my blog. You don't have to use this for bath bombs. You can use it for candy, for a little gift. It's a really good size. In fact, it is 5.5 by 2 by 2. It's really a good size box. So I hope you enjoyed it, everyone. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell to get notifications every time I upload a new video. I hope you all have a blessed day, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later. Bye.